Alright, testing at 15,000 whatever units. The recording OBS. Fucking BS stands for bullshit, guys. Let's go. Civic version number 2. We go. No bullshit, I said, right? Test session. Continue. Let's see if that's gonna overheat my PC or not, because I have an old rig. It still runs this game pretty good because it's as old. But yeah, OBS kills it on any higher settings than normal. But we'll see how long can we go on the track without overheating. Gear ratios. Crap. Tweaked them bitches all the way up, because Honda Civic really doesn't have any power. Let's go. Let me take you to this page right here, an Imgur. You can find this on Reddit. This are the two profiles that we're currently running. The Ford 427, old school muscle car, and a 98 Honda Civic 1.6. What values here are important is 96 cubic inches is the cylinder displacement. That's super tiny. That's a 2-digit cylinder displacement that I've never seen in any edit. Number of cylinders is decreased to a 4-cylinder like it is in real life. I have not seen a single edit with 4-cylinder engines. Intake valves. Look up on Google, look up what that is, do a little research. Japanese cars have 2. I've never seen anybody use this value as well. Now the size, because they have 2, they are much tinier, so we kept the size realistic as well. Intake valves at 118 whatever those are. Oh, I think this is in inches. Never mind, these are inches. 1.18 inches, and this one is 2.09 for the old Ford. Anyway, these 4 numbers right here: displacement, cylinder, intake valves, and intake valve sizes. These are unseen before values in any edit that is existed before, to my knowledge. So in the future videos, show you my video count. There it goes. One future video right here on fucking around with these fields right here. Now let's go back to the NASCAR game. This engine is very not powerful at all, so we're gonna tweak up the gears all the way up, so is the differential ratio as much as the game allows us. I have found out a way how to increase and decrease this beyond the limits, and this would be, for those that are still watching, video count number 2. In the next video I'll show you how to break the differential ratio to get ratios lower and higher than the game allows you. That's a really cool feature. But for now, let's go with what the game gives us. Let's go for a little test drive, and here we are, first time ever at 100 FPS. I wonder if we're recording or not at this point. Let's give it a little rev. This is a Honda Civic. It's in a 2003 NASCAR chassis. That's why the car still looks like a 2003 NASCAR. Now let's give it a couple of revs, see how it goes. This thing is really slow. And there we go, baby. The first rev. Well, I could tell you why I chose this car is because I own one, and I could do all the measurements and weighting and all that stuff in real life and take as much real life measurements as I can. So we have our real life prototype for this car, and we'll go from there. I can tell you in real life it does not rev that slow. But we're still dealing with the NASCAR oil and the NASCAR everything and the setup. Like, we will do our testing on those 4 unseen before values to see if they do any change. Also notice how we're idling at 3000, higher than normal. That's really not normal, and how it drops whenever I try to rev it. There you go. This might show like the engine resistance forces and whatever not. There you go. The drop is not really good as well from a mechanical standpoint. Here we go. Let's do a couple of revs. See if this bitch can do a burnout. There you go. You saw that. Let's go. First gear. It's got some acceleration. I can tell you my car is way faster than that. Let me shift to seconds here. Look, we're still picking up speed. This is pretty amazing. I can tell you that these tires are heavier and bigger. Everything is still from a NASCAR. So we literally took a NASCAR truck that weighs about, I don't know, 1300 pounds more than a Honda Civic. Because I just got my car weighted, as you can see in the previous post. on a metal recycling, cheapest way to get your car scaled, and it landed about 2,400 pounds. This guy is about 36 with driver. There you go. Now we're gonna go a little bit uphill at 35 miles an hour. This is not bad at all, you know, for a little 1.6 Honda with 100 horsepower. My Civic is not that slow, I could tell you that. But my Civic also is not a NASCAR chassis of a truck from 2003. So I cannot judge as of this point. I had 300 pounds of metal to recycle. Okay, let me stop there and let's do this hill climb. Let me comment on that. Because we have no torque, no horsepower. This hill is a huge problem on a lime rock for this prototype at the moment. And with all the way down in first gear, now I have time. Okay, so we're still climbing, that's good, you know, we could at least cross the start finish line, hopefully. And end this horrible torture video for some, but we'll see. Anyway, so I recycled 300 pounds worth of metal that I put in my trunk, and those already affected the car. It was much slower than I've noticed, and my car is all beat up and used, so we're making a used 1998 Honda Civic, not a brand new spanking one, okay? My suspension in the back started sagging a little bit from all this extra 300 pounds in the back, but well, it's still about 1,000 pounds short even with that measurements from what this chassis is in real life. So I really don't know. I will have to scavenge about 1,000 pounds more and stuff it in my Honda and take it for a drive. I think this would be an entertaining video. I don't know where I could get so much weight. Probably use water bottles because I have a lot of water bottles that, you know, we drink from. I'm gonna just go to local Vateria and refill them and fill the car up and go to the metal recycling place and try to get my car weighted before we make that video. But as a real life reference, you know, I'll show you a couple of pictures of my car. I'll show you how it is, what kind of tires it has, and we'll go from there. Look, we made it over the hill, I think at about 2-3 miles an hour, and now it's time to shine. Let's go, 5th gear, 51, 52 miles an hour, 53 miles an hour. That's a land speed record for this prototype because before it was 50. Oh, I guess this is really good. Now we're trying to accelerate full forward, but it keeps dropping speed because I guess all the aerodynamic forces are taking effect, and we crossed the line at 49 miles an hour. I want you all to remember that. 49 miles an hour at the finish line. That was a Honda test drive. Not to make this video too long and boring, we're gonna park this thing right here. Hopefully the video came out alright because I really had no testing or anything done before that. Couple more revs for the engine video for the future to see if we make any difference on that. Engine sounds alright, I don't hear any crazy noises or backfires, but so slow, like so slow on the lift. Look at that. I don't know what kind of frictions and what kind of forces are in the engine to make that, but whatever torque and horsepower we got, that's not enough to get this baby going to proper speeds. However, we're still a NASCAR chassis, so in another video there'll be two prototypes. There'll be one that is a strictly NASCAR chassis with an engine that's being messed with, and another one will be an engine from a Honda, and we're gonna try to start inputting values from my Honda into the chassis, trying to kind of adjust it, make it represent a Honda in a game. For now, let me alt tab out of that. I suggest everybody goes, opens physics editor, goes read from memory, and then take a look at your engine. Now I already know right here 21 pound of torque, 96, just to make sure that the game that we were playing is has this effects taken right there. And what's the future video count? Real life video of my Honda, and differential ratios right here. That's a very important one. For now I'm gonna stop right there. Hope it came out alright, and I'll see you all next time.